Hey everybody, welcome to the podcast. This is episode 2, and hopefully that music really was not copyrighted, and I didn't just get lied to and then got this video demonetized. So luckily you guys sponsor me and donate to me, because otherwise I'd get jerked around so many times by people that say the music is copyright free. I put it into something and then I get marked, and I don't talk about that enough. It's really a problem. I think it's mostly trolling, but either way. So anyway, how is everybody doing today? It was good music though. Yes, it was. I liked it. It was definitely groovy. I'm gonna change the name of the Discord thing, so later when I start taking on Discord callers, it's a little bit more easy to choose which one to go to. The Alt Knight. I love your name, the Alt Knight. This is an Armored Skeptic video. It's called the Alt Knight. Blame the Alt Knight. So, anyway, we're going to talk about Battlefield 5. Okay? We're going to talk about it. It's not it's not something I'm going to rant about or roast. We're going to try to have some sort of level-headed conversation. Maybe as the podcast goes on, some of my barriers will kind of drop, and I'll get a little bit more vicious. But you know, actually, I kind of hope that doesn't happen. Hello, Mandela Lopez. Hello, Extreme 18, Spired, Low Key, J Dog Banana, Waffles, Stopping Power, the Division Nub. Nice to see you guys. Love you guys. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna enjoy this. In fact, actually, I don't love you. I don't know you. Let me just take that back. That was my cliche YouTuber coming out. That's when I say I love you guys. Sorry. I try to keep him at bay. Whoa, I'm sorry about that noise. If you guys heard that, I'm just trying to adjust my mic. If I'm a little bit quiet, I'm sure you guys will let me know, as you guys do. You're usually pretty good about keeping me on track. What mic is this using? Because if I mute, oh, well, that's no good. It's using the wrong mic. Let me just fix that real fast. Mic auxiliary device, is that what I'm looking for? Yeti. Do Yeti. Say done. Okay. Okay, so it is the right mic. I was gonna say, I'm like, you guys letting me use my worst fucking thing? In case my mic's a little quiet, I'm gonna be turning it up right now. Yeah, a bit quiet. Okay, yeah. Last time it was really quiet. When I watched it in post, I was actually pretty disappointed. So we're going to keep this around here. So I'm, busting your guys' eardrums a little bit. So you guys can turn down your volume instead of having to turn up your volume, which is way better for most people. Hey, ZeroCast Gaming. Hey, everyone. Show me the new Lego set, my guy. I don't have any new Lego sets. I mean, a couple weeks ago, I got some Lego Batman sets because the Arkham games just got me in the mood, and I got some Batman sets and built those, and I kind of went a little over budget with my fun money budget, but, whatever. It's cool. I like adding to my collection. Maybe I'll do a video sometime where I show off Legos, or a live stream where I build one. Maybe that'd be kind of interesting. Let me know if you guys want to see that. Alright, so, Battlefield. Battlefield. I think Battlefield is going to be something I hear about too much from now on. And that's not a terrible thing, because I love Battlefield, and I would love it if Battlefield would be a more of a household name for me, because recently it's been that thing that I don't want to do. And I hope that changes. I hope we get to a point with Battlefield 5 here where it becomes very interesting. Well, it provides interesting enough gameplay that I want to play it throughout its life cycle. So let's talk about some of the good things first, because we can talk about the trailer and stuff later. And I want to debate with people a little bit. If you guys are against the women in the game, or against the trailer, or against where it's going, let me know. So let's talk about the good thing first. Apparently, Westy just made a video talking about how the gunplay in Battlefield 5 will be more reminiscent of something along the lines of previous Battlefield games, where your sight is, your bullet is going to go. And, well, that, tell you what, that really excites me. That really brought a tear to my eye when I heard that. As you guys know, I'm not really a fan of the gunplay in Battlefield 1. I feel like it's too stunted and random, and I wish it was more consistent and reliable, because sometimes I feel like Battlefield makes me bad at other games, and when I go to play Battlefield 1, I feel like I have to dumb myself down, even from playing COD. And we can talk about that later, and we can argue with me and whatever. So okay, what are some of the things I don't like about it? Because the fact that they're coming back to the original gunplay makes me almost completely happy. Because you guys remember what I said in my pre-reveal video. If you watched my pre-reveal video for Battlefield 5, you would have probably noticed that I had very humble requests. Intuitive yet I'm already fucking up. Intuitive yet skill-based gunplay, and a reason to play. Consistent progression. And that looks to be what they're going for. Bam. End of discussion. It's a perfect video game. No, I think that those two things being my main concern, I'm going to take a break from talking about that. We can talk about other aspects of the game, and we're going to talk about the things you guys want to talk about. We're going to have a lot of callers and stuff. And I noticed a lot of people in the Discord right now are in the first come first serve. That is not where the podcast is going to be. Podcast is in the live caller. So if you're hanging out in first come first serve hoping to talk to me, I'm sorry, it just might not happen. I think Microsoft told DICE to make the game look authentic in World War II from a cosmetic standpoint because they have a marketing deal with Microsoft, and Microsoft has a new exclusive modern. I don't think so, Encore. I think that's some speculated stretch. You're implying that they didn't want it to look authentic to World War II because Microsoft might have a new exclusive modern coming out. Well, I don't agree with that. I think that's a little bit too stretchy for me. Too much speculation for me. Looks like Battlefield 1. To be honest, if you look at it, I just played Battlefield 1 today, and it really doesn't. My one problem, though, is it has the same lighting as Battlefield 1. Let's talk about that for a second. For those of you that have played Battlefield 1, you probably know that the lighting is very high contrast. The brights are very bright, the darks are very dark, and your character's eyes adjust depending on, the level of light around you. And I do think that's kind of annoying. It's one of my least favorite things about Battlefield 1. It's a very pretty game with a terrible lighting system on it. I hate the lighting. It's either blinding or too dark. and I don't like the fact that that returned. But graphically and effects wise, yeah, it's gonna look like a Frostbite game. It's going to look like a Frostbite game. Duh. It's the same franchise. It's gonna look like the same franchise. Battlefield 4 looked like Battlefield 3. Battlefield Hardline looked like Battlefield 4. Battlefield 1 looks unique. Oh, but Battlefield 5 looks like Battlefield 1. And that's just going to be a cycle that returns over and over again. I mean, Battlefield Vietnam in 1942 were very similar. Same with 2 in 2142. Same with the Bad Company series. Oh, God, the Bad Company series were very, 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 very similar. Mr. Waffles, the voice chat you join is the live caller one. It's not there on your screen. I have to invite you to it. When I start doing calls, I will invite people within my Discord server to join. So I'll say something like, hey guys, we're taking on callers, and then I'll copy this button here. It'll say, hi, I'm copied, and then I'll paste it into here, and you'll go, whoa, and it's like, there you go. So you guys can get into this Discord server already. Yeah. So let's talk about what you guys want to talk about. Zerocast, you say, I know it may be overused, but I really want a nice D-Day map because COD World War II done messed it up. I don't think COD messed it up. I feel like COD did it well within the parameters of what Call of Duty is. I think the campaign level was a little too short for me, but the multiplayer, I actually didn't mind it at all. It wasn't my most fun that I've ever had, but it wasn't bad. So anyway, whamming in my video games, we'll talk about that later. I have a feeling a lot of you guys have a lot of things to say about it. There's so many people talking in my Discord right now. It's great. To anybody talking in my Discord, hello everybody. It's nice to see that you guys are talking, hanging out. Let me make sure everybody can talk. Oh, yeah, make sure you guys can actually speak. Let's do that. Let's just do that so you guys can actually start talking in there, because you don't want to join a server and then you can't talk. It's stupid. All right. So I hate the falling on your back and still being able to shoot in Battlefield 5 looked annoying. I agree with that. Like, it looks cool, it looks fun, but I have a feeling like somebody getting into engagement with you and then just like, I'm gonna fall over and start shooting. I mean, we don't know how it works, and I have one thing to rant about, and that'll come up, and that kind of ties into that. Any confirmation on Battle Royale? It wouldn't be a surprise. It wouldn't be a surprise, but I kind of don't care. I mean, I might play it, but I don't feel like that's something that I'm like looking forward to, so I don't care. Thoughts on the gameplay in general? The gameplay in general struck me as fast, chaotic, and clusterfucky because the trailer. We can't avoid the trailer. What am I trying? I'm trying to avoid the biggest conversation that we're gonna have, and that's the fucking reveal. So let's actually just crack into that right now, especially for the post listeners that are gonna be listening to this in post. You guys are sitting here waiting for it, so let's talk about that shit. Okay, the trailer was cool, but if it was advertising a movie or a CGI film of some kind, not for a video game. We don't know anything about the gameplay. We don't know a goddamn thing about how it's actually going to play. The trailer was so staged. It was so fucking contrived and almost cliche in an extent. It looked like a scene out of a Modern Warfare campaign, only minus the pacing that goes into a campaign level. Like, it was just bam, 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 and I feel like that's not gonna be a good representation of what the game's actually going to play like. The game isn't going to make you feel like a badass. We all know this. We watch a cinematic trailer of a game and we're like, whoa, that's super cool, and then you play it and you're like, oh, this is frustrating, you know. Look at the Battlefield 1 trailer. It's pretty much just as vague. It just shows us that the game is in World War I. It plays Seven Nation Army Glitch Mob Remix, and then it just tells you to fuck off, basically. You don't get to see how it plays. You just have to speculate a little bit. So I thought that it was a little bit over chaotic, so I don't know how it plays. I don't think the gameplay is going to be that chaotic or that heroic or that cinematic. I like the idea of diving and being able to roll on your back and, conceptually, but how it plays out, well, that's a whole different story. That's a very different story. The trailer did not show a lot. No, the trailer was terrible in that respect. At least with Black Ops 4, after about the second or third time I watched it, I was like, okay, I see what's going on here. This makes sense. I've watched the Battlefield 5 trailer like 10 times, and it doesn't register with me. I don't fully understand what I'm looking at or how it's going to relate to gameplay. Yeah, I like how Battlefield 1 fans were saying this year they were going to kill COD. Let's talk about Battlefield fans. Battlefield fans, oh man, they have already come out with their elitist garbage, and it's really funny. The whole chat on the whole fucking reveal was like, rip COD, COD's dead, kill everything else. This is gonna be the best fucking game ever. Wrong. That needs to stop. That attitude's repulsive. In fact, I think I say in my Battlefield, let's see, my Battlefield 5 reveal thoughts, I kind of did an unpacking thoughts video like I did for Black Ops 4, and I said, don't make a fool out of yourself with your criticisms and your fanboyness, because that will not take you very far. I fell out of love with Battlefield, and I do associate 1/4 of me falling out of love with the fact that the Battlefield community became very, very toxic, very, very elitist, or just cringy. Like, you get all these fucking kids telling me that they're playing a fucking war simulator. Sorry, Battlefield 1 is not a war simulator. You're not playing a mill sim. You're not playing a combat fucking sim. It's not, it ain't that deep, fam. It ain't that fucking deep. Battlefield 5 is realistic. You're just a hater. Yeah, Battlefield fans, they're going to be awful this year. I'm sorry. I am a Battlefield fan. When I say Battlefield fans, I hope you guys know I mean the radicalized fanboys. I do not mean the people that enjoy the game. They're going to be extra awful this year because, well, one, they're already super upset about women being in... Oh, God, I'm burping. Apologize. They're already super upset about women being in the game, and they're like... Okay, so you guys know me. I'm tolerant of a lot of bullshit. I don't jump on the word sexist or racist. And in fact, I make sexist and racist jokes because as if to laugh in the face of the mere concepts. And so when I say this, I felt like the chat on the reveal was borderline sexist. Just a little. It's getting near that point where it's like, this isn't just like a criticism of a game. Because if you guys watch the reveal, a lady showed up. I forget her name. Linda. I forget. I don't know any of the names there except for Trevor Noah. Because he was the only person there I really recognized. But the lady showed up and she was talking on the live stream, and the chat was just fucking like, okay, there's a joke, right? You can make jokes. You can say "begone thought," but it was like the whole thing was in this context of every time they saw a woman on screen, the chat would just fucking erupt with puking emojis and thumbs down and "begone thought," or "I want to lick her pussy," and it was pretty fucking cringy. Because a lot of Battlefield fans that I complain about are really just Battlefield kids. They came from Call of Duty or something, and when Battlefield 1 was really a cool idea, they hopped on it, and they're gonna beat the hell out of it until they realize that Battlefield is just as imperfect as everything else. Yeah, at least we know that we already know Call of Duty's flaws. That's who said that? The Alt Knight. Yeah, that's the thing about Call of Duty fans is we know Call of Duty's shitty behaviors. Like, we understand it. We play it because we enjoy personal combat arena games like Call of Duty, and not many people do it as well as Call of Duty. Sorry, fight me on it. And so, but we know it. Like, we don't talk about like we don't say stuff like "rip Battlefield." And I was actually heartbroken that I enjoyed Infinite Warfare more than Battlefield 1. Nobody likes talking to me about that because that doesn't fit their narrative that I'm a fucking hater. But I was actually really upset because I was expecting to hate Infinite Warfare for being a chaotic sci-fi mess and love Battlefield 1 for being more boots on ground, more, grounded in reality. And after 3 years of very advanced movement Call of Duties and Battlefield Hardline, I wanted that. I ended up only leveling up like 36 times into Battlefield 1, and then I didn't even get to max prestige in Infinite Warfare. It broke my goddamn heart.
Trevor Noah is a hack. I don't agree with Trevor Noah on a lot of things, but let's not call him a hack because we disagree with him. We could talk about his points, but he's just a thing. Cringy, yes. Most of his jokes were pretty fucking bad, but whatever. Yeah, I absolutely hate Battlefield because it's not realistic. You get shot, but don't die forever. Thank you. I don't think it's sexist. I think people are tired of SJWs. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is that you can be tired of... Let me describe to you what horseshoe theory is. We're going to talk about this now, I guess. Fuck it, because now I'm kind of riled up about it. So let's say the radical left, SJWs, have started to control all of your media, all of your entertainment, all of your movies, all of your games, all of your books, all of your porn. You know, you have to fucking like email the porn star for consent before you jerk your ding dong. You know, that's what happens, okay? Why do you think versing that with radicalized bitterness, like, what do you think that's gonna do? What do you think, like, be gone thought, I'm gonna lick her pussy, fuck this bitch, I want her to get raped? Like, why would you write that kind of shit? Why would you write shit like, if there was really a woman in combat, she'd be molested? It's like, why would you write that? How does that fucking help anything? If you want to talk about the reasons that a woman in a World War II game might set the time period, like, make it a little bit unsettling, and how maybe we'll take the setting and change it, we can talk about that all fucking day. But there does get to a point where you fight radicalization with radicalization, and plus, that's all assuming this is because of radicalization of the SJWs and leftist theory, and it's not. It's not. Women are buying video games, fact. Women are buying more video games, double fact. So you have to market to women. So in your multiplayer games, where you are already covered in historical inaccuracies and realistic inaccuracies, even in your milsim games, when you are stacked head to fucking toe, when you're stacked with that, what's the matter of allowing someone to play as a woman? There were women that fought in World War II. Not on the front lines alongside American men. They didn't storm D-Day. No, of course fucking not. They fought for their lives in other places. They weren't just snipers or nurses or pilots either. Resistance fighters were a real thing. So we could talk about the historical inaccuracies and realism inaccuracies, but hey, you know, let's look at Battlefield fucking 4 for a second. Battlefield 4 is a modern game. Women are in the modern military, especially in the Chinese military and especially in the Russian military. So why can't I play as a woman in Battlefield 4? That's an inaccuracy. You understand me? That's an inaccuracy that the entire U.S. military in Battlefield 4 doesn't have one woman on it? Not even a fucking pilot? Not even a goddamn sniper? Where's the females? Where's the fucking females in the Battlefield games? Well, they're not around. So you're going to tell me in Bad Company 1, 2, 3, 4, and Hardline, where you can't play as any women, that inaccuracy doesn't bother you. The fact there's no women police officers in Battlefield Hardline, it's multiplayer, there's no women soldiers in Battlefield 3 and 4, that's okay. So it starts, see, and this is where you can paint it as intolerance. Okay? Like, that it starts to come off as intolerance, because it's like, okay, are you mad about the realism and the setting? Fine. We can talk about that. And that's a fun conversation to have, because it doesn't have to be, oh, the SJWs are taking over. No, they can't coordinate what free speech rally to topple over. They can't figure out if Jordan Peterson's a Nazi or a fascist Nazi or a Soviet or Milo Yiannopoulos. They can't figure shit out. Radicalized leftism is not the biggest threat to your video games. Bad video game design is the biggest threat to your fucking video games. So if you're mad about women in Battlefield's multiplayer, assess everything. Because it does start to look like you're so scared of radicalized leftism that you're going to start punching at air. You're chasing shadows. Multiplayer games are going to give players more agency because more types of players are playing. Okay? The statistics used to show that very few women played video games, but now it's almost fucking 50-50. So yes, the marketing started to change, so women started to become interested. So now their marketing is going to change so that they stay interested. It's a money game. Okay? It's not devaluing World War II. Okay? No more than fucking Wolfenstein is. No more than spawning in as an American soldier in COD World War II with an MP40 and screaming fucking Nazi propaganda through your Xbox mic. I don't know. Like come on. You're gonna fucking virtue signal to me that this is just a betrayal of World War II? Well, let's look at everything. Let's look at every historical inaccuracy. It's an important war. Let's do it. Let's start digging more and more. So then the places that should have had women that didn't need to, and the places that shouldn't have women don't. Let's just start applying this everywhere. Fuck off. The FPS market, yes, it's starting to become more 50-50. I think the last time I checked, it was somewhere in like the 40s to 60s. Easier to accept killing men than women. Not for me. If someone's shooting at me, I have no problem killing them. But yeah, that's the other thing. War has tons of children in it. Children die all the time. Sometimes they're even used as human shields. Oh, it's terrible. Let's bring that in. Come on. Personally, I just want to have a fun time. That's right. That's fucking right. There we go. Now you're thinking with your brain. Why not... Oh, yeah. The women in Fortnite are overly thick, but the men are also overly muscular, so we'll figure it out. Games that try to appeal to everyone end up appealing to no one? That's not true. Where's the proof of that? When games try to become so easy that they have no skill gap, yes. But in trying to be like, hey, women, you can play as women. Hey, guys, you can play as guys. That's not going to that's not going to push anyone away. No, it's when you try to apply that, when you change the skill gap so that a 12-year-old can play at the same level as a 20-year-old, and 20-year-old can play at the same level as a 50-year-old because the game's so easy. It doesn't matter if you're Joe Sixpack or Optic Scumper, you're going to be golden. So, yes, exactly. They need to be child ballistic shield. Oh, shit. Yeah, man. Can we flamethrower? Well, don't say that. What a hell of a thing to say, Garbage Gang. Because the thing, soldiers are murderers, not heroes. Really? All of them? Really? Really? Are you willing to really make that entire statement? I have an ex-soldier that sleeps in the same house as me. I don't think he flamethrowed any children, but I could ask him for you. Get out of here with that fucking false equivalency shit. All I hear is crying and nitpicking. Yes, that's what I'm hearing about most games right now. Even Kingdom Hearts fans are like picking on Kingdom Hearts right now. And you can criticize what you see, sure. But speculating that the game's, whoa, God, going to be terrible for multiple reasons, I don't see it. I don't see it. Let's just agree on this. If Battlefield doesn't use the Nazi symbol, there's some real pussies. No. No. No, because, one, first of all, who fucking cares? It's a swastika. You can Google up the image and jerk off to it if that makes you happy. The Iron Cross still stands for lots of death, so there you go if you need that. And also, America doesn't care about the swastika. We have games with swastikas in them all the time. But if you try to sell them overseas, especially to Germany, they won't take it if there's swastikas. That's why the COD World War II campaign, I believe, is edited in Germany. And then the multiplayer just couldn't have swastikas because you can't have two different versions of the multiplayer because you have to play with other people. So, yeah, no, the swastika thing is because of Germany. It doesn't show that Battlefield's pussies. It shows that they're trying to respect other people's countries so that they'll buy the fucking game. Yeah, I just talked about that. Mortel, hello from France. Yeah, let's be clear, there's no women who fight in World War II. No women? Google that shit up. I have an Iron Cross tattoo and ring. Well, way to go, man. That's fucking horrible. Moving on, let's talk about all sorts of stuff. Let's see. Did people complain? Actually, you know what's funny? Women don't like... Let me talk about this for a second. Feminists don't like women in games. Did you know that? A lot of very radicalized feminists don't like the fact that you can stab a woman or kill a woman, like in GTA or in Call of Duty Ghosts. That was a big deal. In the Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer revealed, some guy, like, he runs down this hallway and he stabs a chick in the chest and then pulls the knife out. You kind of see her face up close. It's pretty gruesome, actually. You know, and if it was real life. And feminists fucking, I think it was Polygon, of course, they were fucking super upset about it. I'm like, guess what? This is equality of opportunity and outcome. You both get to play and you both get the chance to die. Fuck you. I mean, like, feminists didn't like the fact that women were on COD World War II. They said that COD World War II was tokenizing women. It's like, no, it's to fucking appease the market. Call of Duty has a large female community. They wouldn't do it if the numbers said it wouldn't help them. Let's just make that very clear. The radical left will get pissed at everything. They will constantly move the goalpost. That's why they're like, oh, we need more women characters. Okay, well, there's too many white women. Okay, now it needs to be black women. Now it needs to be overweight black women. Okay, well, now we have too many overweight black women and not enough Asian women. Okay, now the Asian women don't have ADHD, and the ADHD Asian women don't have any sort of sexual misconduct in their past. And, well, there isn't a racist white guy. You could just keep going on. They're going to constantly move the goalposts. So, no, they don't like the fact. A lot of them don't like the fact that there are women in games like that. They don't like it. No, there's no winning with SJWs. Yeah, the chat on screen is delayed. That's for post viewers if they don't want to have the chat bar up. Daddy Trump isn't going to ban any of your video games. Daddy Trump is just a little out of touch with modern technology. What's the dislike count on the Battlefield 5 trailer? It had high numbers. Well, somebody can let me know that or share it in the Discord for me. If you want to send me a picture of something, you can put it in the Discord. Again, the link is the list. Bam, there you go. When are we going to get racially ambiguous, intersectional, obese, genderqueers in our games? Yeah, right. No, I'm all for jokes, guys. I'm all for making fun. And I even made fun of the fact that you could play as a black female Nazi or German soldier. Not all German soldiers were a part of the Nazi party. The Nazi party was its own political party. A lot of nationalism, a lot of neoliberalism in there. The thing is that you can play as, like, I'd pick on that because it's a little bit funny, but it's like, also, if you're a black girl playing Call of Duty or someone that wants to play as a black girl in Call of Duty, there you fucking go. I don't hate that. In fact, I wish more games allowed you to customize your character the way, like, you're supposed to be able to, like, change your character's face and, like, your clothes and stuff and face paint in Battlefield 5. And that makes me really happy. That makes me really happy. The fact that some people are going to dislike the Battlefield 5 trailer because it has a woman in it or she has a prosthetic arm or something, it blows my mind. I'm like, come on, we all know that video games... Okay, if video games were that dependent, like, okay, Fortnite looks like hammered shit to me, but I can't argue that the gameplay loop is satisfying to hundreds of thousands of people, okay? Let's not pay attention to the cosmetic issues and focus more on the fact that the game has to be fun and balanced and well made and well optimized. It needs to run well on my Xbox X, your Xbox One, your PlayStation 4, your PlayStation 4 Pro, your PlayStation Slim, your Xbox One S, your PC, your high-end PC. That's what matters. Well, we can't talk about gameplay because the really shitty part, more than the chat, more than elitist Battlefield fans, the real problem was fucking EA. They are so terrible. EA, let me bring my mic closer. EA, you're so shit at marketing your games at first. Like, honestly, you show nothing. Okay, Black Ops 4 blew Battlefield 5 out of the water with its reveal. It showed everything that's going to happen. We got, what, 5 different types of trailers? And now you can go find actual multiplayer gameplay of Black Ops 4 and judge it for yourself. To me, it looks like Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 had a weird baby with Modern Warfare 3. It's very strange. So, fuck, I mean, like, seriously, how do you get that? How are you that bad at getting me excited? Like, they had Trevor Noah there, and he's like, hey, I've been playing Battlefield for a long time. You just never heard about it till now. I'm going to make cringy jokes. They're going to talk about a thing, not show it to you. What the fuck? They're going to show some concept art, give you a 2-minute trailer, hope you pre-order. Fuck you, I'm not pre-ordering. I'm not pre-ordering because I saw some, like, badass prosthetic arm chicks, like, quick scope a dude on her back. Like, and tanks and the plane and then the car throwing the guy, and then like the dude's like, I gotta reload, and then he dives. Oh, I'm on my chest now. Oh, I gotta pull up my pistol. Like, why would I fucking why would I fucking pre-order your fucking game for that? It was a cool trailer if you were advertising a fucking film, but you're not. You're not advertising a film. So, yeah, the reveal stream was terrible. Just talking, 2-minute trailer, no gameplay. Like, why not? Okay, so, you know, like, it wouldn't have been that hard to do a decent fucking reveal. Yeah, Trevor Noah is, well, yeah, he's just a fucking celebrity spokesperson. EA does that. EA gets these fucking celebrities, and they're like, hey, look, guys, Snoop Dogg's playing Battlefield 1. Trevor Noah's revealing Battlefield 5. Who cares? Who fucking cares? So, let's talk about the good shit. Let's talk about that real shit. Let's talk about that juicy shit. Let's talk about the fact that we're getting rid of premium. The worst part about Battlefield is gone. The worst part about Battlefield is gone. The worst part about Battlefield is gone. Can we focus on that? Can we focus on that? Premium is gone. The thing that divides the community. The thing that costs way too much money. The thing they hide guns, maps, and modes behind. The reason you spend $111 instead of $60 on a Battlefield game, it's gone. It's gone. It's fucking gone. That's so important. What was so bad about premium? Really? It famously divided the player base. It famously divided the player base, and it gave people that maybe weren't that... Okay, let's give you an example. I didn't like Battlefield 1 that much. But if Battlefield 1 released all of its guns and maps and modes completely for free, for everybody all at once, I would have been hopping on back and forth to check it out. Okay? Well, I don't know how they're going to do it. I can't judge that from here. I hope they do it well. I hope they do it well. Stream is lagging? Is it? Oh, I'm dropping... How am I dropping frames? Maybe that'll fix it, because it was running a bunch of stuff in the background. We can start closing some things down if the stream's really lagging. I think we're still dropping frames. Uh-oh. Well, it's tanking my internet. My stream just bit the dust. Okay, is everything okay? Can you guys hear me? Am I stuttering? I'm dropping more frames? How am I dropping frames with just a fucking image in my voice? Uh-oh. Reset the stream? Yeah, something's not right. My mic keeps cutting out. Uh-oh. Some people wait, it's okay. You guys need to be actually clear here. Is your no my wife I'm not on Wi-Fi. So okay, so is it lagging right now as I'm talking? I'm just gonna keep talking in a straight line here. I'm just gonna talk. Am I cutting in and out as I'm talking? It doesn't look like I'm dropping any more frames. Some people have I don't seem to see it or hear it. Yeah, you're good. No. What do you mean no? What is it? No, you're good. You're good now. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why that happened now. Hopefully that's all gonna be fixed and that's not gonna keep happening because that would be bad. Let me look around here. So you guys can ask me some questions in the chat and then I'll try to get to them, okay? Yeah, we're gonna start inviting people to the podcast. I'm wondering. Okay, so what do you think of co-op? I think that co-op could be really interesting. Hopefully, it works out well, and it doesn't have too many bugs or anything. Place to visit from a video game you've played? Traverse Town. How about that? Were you hoping for modern Battlefield 5? I really was. For the moment, someone says Black Ops 4 or Battlefield 5. I'm going to say Battlefield 5 takes a back seat. Black Ops 4, because I actually know what Black Ops 4 is about. I've seen the gameplay, so that's good. I do think Black Ops 4 will have free DLC. I do. Are you disappointed in the World War II setting? Yes, I am. But doesn't mean it won't be bad. Doesn't mean it won't be good. What did you think about the Infinite Warfare campaign? I liked it. There's some things I would have changed, but I enjoyed it. I want the Battlefield 4 engine back. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The Black Ops, Jesus, Battlefield 4 felt a little bit more smooth, a little bit more quick. Battlefield 1 does feel a little bit clunkier. Gun customization. Apparently there's actually going to be gun customization again. I heard stuff about muzzle brakes and bipods in Westy's video, so that's good to hear. That makes me happy. Yes, World War II setting is very limiting when it comes to guns and content, so hopefully they find ways to work around that in a way that doesn't completely destroy the theme. DICE don't even play their own game. I don't know. They probably do. World War II setting is indeed limited, and it's far more disappointing because now we go from one World War II shooter, COD World War II, to another World War II shooter. Ultimately, gameplay is what matters. So if Battlefield 5 has good gameplay, the setting's not a huge deal. I agree. Yeah, Battlefield will probably have a battle royale mode, but I don't care. Yes, I think they did simplify Battlefield 1. Are you happy to hear it's an improvement of Battlefield 1? I am happy to hear that they're changing the way gunplay works and stuff along those lines. Do you think the campaign, or do you think the co-op is going to be forgettable? Probably, but I'm excited. I prefer Fortnite. Go for it, man. Why can Call of Duty ditch season pass and go for like Battlefield 5? Like, what's so hard about that? I don't understand. Probably nothing. I mean, they're probably going to do it, but I don't know. It's hard to tell. Do you think weapon variety will be a problem in Battlefield 5? Oh, man, I hope not. I hope not. Hopefully it's not a problem, but I'm sure it'll be more of a problem than if it was going to be an actual free-to-play. Would you be personally excited if Battlefield 5 turned out to be Bad Company 3? Yes, I would have been very excited. Will you own my marshmallow babies? It actually looks just like Battlefield. It doesn't look like every Battlefield game. For one, every game within its franchise looks similar to games in its franchise. But we don't know anything about the game. It looks interesting, but hopefully it's more than just interesting, and it's actually infinitely replayable. I've never had a YouTuber read one of my comments. Holy crap, man. Thanks for reading my crappy Fortnite lie. Oh, hey, GT. No, that's the whole point of these podcasts, is to talk to you guys, man. Do you wait for Red Dead Redemption 2? Oh, man, I'm excited for Red Dead Redemption 2. Holy shit. Will you host private servers for your viewers? If by the time it comes out, I'm making enough money from streams and ad revenue and maybe even a little sponsorship to do that, then maybe, but I don't know. What location for a D-Day map in Battlefield 5? Maybe Normandy? I think there's a difference between the hardcore communities in Battlefield and COD. Oh, what do you think the differences are? Battlefield, okay, the hardcore Call of Duty community has this kind of brutish, I'm better than you kind of thing. This very, I have the bigger stick kind of hierarchy. And then the Battlefield community have this, I'm not better than you, but my game is better than yours kind of thing. So Battlefield has this sort of elitism, while Call of Duty has this kind of brutish attitude, and I hate both of them. I was originally sad about the Battlefield 5 setting, and then thought of using some cool old tanks and shit with the Battlefield feel gives me, and something to look forward to. Sure. I don't do Patreon, but you can sponsor me on the live stream here, actually. I don't know how to do that. Or I don't know how to tell you to do that, but you can sponsor me. I'm sure I did it. I'm sure I did it. I have a sponsor. If you want to find a way to sponsor me, go for it. I think you can just sponsor me by watching the live stream, but I'm not 100% sure. I am definitely not 100% sure. Let's see here. Let's read some more of this. I'll get my laptop and figure it out if you want to, man. You don't have to. Don't worry about that. You want to watch the stream but you're tired, you need to sleep. Well, you know what you can do? Just stay up all night. I'm really excited for Insurgency Sandstorm. Yeah, very happy about that. Very excited. Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to sponsor me. Can you guys see a sponsorship button on my... Let's just talk about my technical issues here for a second. Do you guys see a sponsor thing on my thing? Because I do want people to be able to see that. Yeah, no problem, man. I just want the best for you, not your sleep schedule, though. Check Discord. Okay. Oh, there it is. There's the sponsor. Oh, you did. Oh, thank you. Fucking. All right. What I learned from that, let me just fix this a little bit. What I learned from that is that my mic is kind of quiet and doesn't really have the bass that I want. Hey, Euphonium Man, I forget how to say your name. Sorry, man. But thanks for stopping in. Did you barely start airing? No, we've been talking for a while now. I've gone on a couple of rants and tangents that you can look forward to seeing later, because luckily I think I ranted and tangented before the stream had some issues, so. Do you not think that the fact that you have to go into an animation to revive is going to make players... Okay, so this is actually a good point. Okay, so basically, in case you guys don't know, in case you guys don't know, you guys don't just defibrillate or needle inject your teammates to revive them. You actually have to get down and actually help them, and it's a little bit more of an involved animation. And I do think that might make it so people are getting revived less, but maybe that also is a good thing. Some people kind of have a problem with that. Whoa! Someone sponsored. Hey, Gabe. What's up? Thank you so much for the sponsor, man. Holy shit. Gabe Gibson. Thanks, Gabe Gibson. Is this a suicide prevention podcast? Well, it is now, because now I can't commit suicide. What do you think of... I don't want to... Oh, let's look at this here. Thank you so much, Gabe Gibson, for the sponsorship. That's really awesome, man. Thank you. You're the second sponsor. No, that's the second sponsor. If I get... I'm not trying to ask for this, but if I get one more, I can start making custom emojis for you guys to use. Isn't that fun? So thank you guys so much. That really means a lot. Finish your point. Okay, so basically, people do complain about enemies getting revived or spawning on their other enemies all the time, making the combat too fast and chaotic. And that is kind of a complaint some people have had. I do feel like sometimes it's annoying to kill someone and then die and then see them get revived with, just like by walking by them, basically. It's really just a change in preference, and if they want to change that method into something that's a little bit more involved and technical, I can't complain. Another sponsor, holy shit. Okay. Well, that's two. Thank you guys. Holy shit. Screw the other guy, I'm first. Well, now he has a little Game Grumps guy next to his head. I mean, it's not Game Grumps anymore. They changed their style, and I'm using this one now. I've copied it. It's mine. I own it. But now you got a Boom Grump head next to your name. Thank you so much. So I don't know, man. I don't think it's like that DICE doesn't play their own game. I do think that maybe they wanted to slow things down. I'm really happy, guys, with the sponsors. That really makes me happy. Where do I sponsor? It should be underneath the video. Like the video screen on your computer or above the chat bar. If you're on mobile, it might not show up. Another sponsor, Epic Troll. Let's get to 5 sponsors tonight. Whoa, that's a lot. I want to sponsor, but I have no money. Yeah, guys, if you can't do monthly payments, don't worry about it. I don't need any donations or sponsorships, guys. But I have a permanent smile now. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. All right, good night, Division Nub. I'll keep on slapping and clapping. Okay, so we can talk about this thing here because I wanted to mention it. So we're going to talk a little bit about Black Ops 4 for a second, and then we're going to start taking on callers. So, by the way, that extra health you talked about in Black Ops 4, more like complained about, only once the armor gets damaged, you have base health. Okay, Call of Duty people are constantly dying and respawning. Okay, they're constantly dying and respawning. Just because once you die, when you die, it comes back, okay? It's not like your first life of the game. So, in my opinion, you're still going to run into it a lot. It's still going to throw you off a gunfight. It's still an inconsistency. Even if you can knock it off of someone, it's like, cool, but what if they win the gunfight and I knock the gun... I can knock their armor off, but because of those extra shots, I lose the gunfight. Or I knock all of their armor off, I kill them, and then they respawn, and then attack me, and I lose the gunfight because of the armor. There's still lots of inconsistencies. I'm doing well. Please take my money. Don't feel bad, man. Anyone giving to you is choosing to. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah. Thank you. Sometimes it's be a little mushy here for a second. I sometimes do feel like I don't know what I'm doing on this channel, and then you guys do stuff like this, and you financially sponsor me and emotionally sponsor me. Really is. It's a mental kick in the pants, really, and I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Black Ops 4 grappling hook seems like it'll be super annoying to play against. We will have to see, but I can see where you're coming from. So, I think they should have it so FMJ counters body armor. I'm happy that you're happy. Thanks, man. Okay, so let's start. Let's take on some collars. Okay, I can't pull that shit off. We're reaching Trevor Noah's levels of thing. Do we have a live caller? You know what? The two sponsors can go first if they join this Discord, and then they accept the invite to live caller. So if you join the Discord, say hi to me in the Discord, and then I will allow you in. Hopefully, your mic can't be too crackly or echoey or anything. I will have to mute you if it starts to affect the stream more negatively than my voice already does. Let's add no clip. Yeah, let's add no clip into call. Yeah, no, we don't need stopping power in Black Ops 4 or Juggernaut. I agree with that. Hockey Monster X. Hockey Monster X. Oh, that's you. That's your Discord? Well, Gabe Gibson, do you have... Gabe Gibson, do you have a Discord? Are you in? Because you sponsored first. So it's only fair. But if the other guy... Doomgiver wants to go. You'll have your turn, man. We're going to talk for a couple minutes on each one, so don't worry about that. Can we really complain too much? COD Black Ops 4 is different. Battlefield 4 have will have a longer lifespan than Battlefield 1. Got it. Yeah, you're right. Yes, I have a mic. Okay. Oh, so... Oh, you're Gage Gibson. I've been saying Gabe Gibson. I'm so fucking retarded. I'm sorry. I got his fucking name wrong. Okay, well, you get first. Can I just invite you? Invite to server? No. Okay, so I'm going to join live caller. I'm now on the live caller server. And now... I'm going to message you. I'm going to give you a link. There you go. Now you can join. Oh, wait. That's the wrong one. Do not join that. No, I did it wrong, guys. I need to create an invite. Create instant invite. Copy. And then... No. Okay. Gage. Message. Paste. There you go. Join that one, Gage. You can do it, man. Come on, Gage. Come on, Gage. Come on, Gage. Join the call. Come on, Gage. Come on, Gage. Let's see if this works out. So in case you guys don't know how this works, he joins the live caller server on my Discord, and then we talk for a while. Let's hear it, G. G. Oh, you're downloading the app. Oh, okay. Well, then we can wait for you because you were the first sponsor, and then we'll go to Hockey Monster, and then we're gonna go to Doom Giver. So that's the 3 lineup right now, and then we might do 2 more after that. I have no schedule, and my life's falling apart, so we're good.
Are we good?
We're good. Oh, hello. There you are.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Whoa.
What's up?
I'm so confused. So you're one god.
Yes.
Who's that? I'm so confused.
Who's what?
Oh god, I can hear myself. Technology's too much. Okay, there we go.
All right, so I think everything's fine now. You all set up?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so the way this works is you can ask me any question you want about anything.
Really? Anything?
Really? Yeah, I'm an open book, man.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, so I've got an interesting. I made a comment on one of your videos, and I didn't see if anyone responded, but your logic was that because I love how this is going to be the first question. Boom. Because the game hadn't proved itself. I'm referring to Fortnite.
Sure.
Because it hadn't proven itself and stayed the test of time, you weren't able to get behind it. Because you aren't able to trust it. Can you elaborate on that a little bit more? I struggled to find the same logic with you.
I struggled too. See, I came to that point in kind of a period of time where I was kind of feeling like I knew I didn't like Fortnite that much, but I wanted to figure out why. And I think what makes me a little bit apprehensive towards it is that to me it feels like a game that might fade out of public consciousness very, very quickly, very, very soon.
Okay.
And so to me, it's like, it's hard. To me, it's hard for me to value it. Really, it's not a matter of me liking it. I don't think I don't like it, or I already gave it a chance, like gameplay wise, quite a bit. Yeah. But I think maybe I should have elaborated then. What I mean is that when it comes to Fortnite, it's hard for me to value it as a permanent entry, like a staple, and I value it at the same level as other games when I feel like maybe in 6 months nobody will be talking about it. It'll just have like a cult following, or maybe something new will come along because PUBG was the new thing before fucking Fortnite. Like PUBG was a big deal. Everyone was playing PUBG. Everyone's talking about PUBG, and then that got dethroned like bam instantly. And so I'm just kind of waiting. Like if nothing dethrones Fortnite, I will value it more. But I don't think I'll enjoy it any more than I do. Maybe that'll change over time. I've done that before with other games like Rainbow Six.
One thing I just want to put my perspective out real quick.
Okay.
And the only thing I've enjoyed about it is it's a game that I'm not good at. So with Call of Duty, you get your skill set. I got it in Modern Warfare 1, and it's the same thing. You're good, right?
Right.
Fortnite came along and it was completely different, and I sucked at it forever. And now that I'm good at it, now I'm kind of turning in being like, okay, I don't love it,
Sure.
Now that I'm decent. But here's a fun story. I've met 2 people out of the last 3 I've talked to on Fortnite, both of which have spent over $500 this past month.
You're kidding.
On the game. No, and then the one guy I talked to, he got it because his son played it, and he spent $1,000 this month, and that blows my mind.
Well, it's not hard to figure out then like how it makes its money being a free to play game.
Yeah, and I think with them focusing every avenue, I think they will try to keep it up for as long as they can. I think that's what will drive it to the ground. Because they'll keep trying to do new things, and it will eventually die.
The candle that burns the brightest also burns out the quickest.
Absolutely, well put.
So, all right. So, anything else you want to talk about? We can talk about like 2 or 3 more things.
Dude, okay. First of all, you're like, this is incredible for me. I was just browsing on my phone, and I saw that you were live streaming, so I jumped in, and I've talked about you with some of my friends. You're like the smallest channel I follow, and I think you're by far the best. And it's so cool to be able to have that small community. I'm sure we all feel this, us watching. that we have our own niche of the marketplace, that and we'll be able to say that we're the OG ones whenever you're at, 1 million, 2 million. I guarantee you, if you keep uploading, you'll get there. I guarantee it. So it's so cool. Like I'm actually shaking right now on this call. I'm like freaking out.
Well, I don't know what to say to that. Like, I really
I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, I appreciate it. I sometimes wonder, like, if my channel's doing well, and of course the only way to figure out if your YouTube channel's going well is if, well, are the people watching it enjoying it, and if that's the case, then that really does make my day. And thank you I should have said this the moment you joined, and I just had to remind myself to do it. Thank you for the sponsorship. Thank you so much for that.
Dude, I've been blessed lately, and just started a new business, and it's going well. So I'm like, if I can support you in any way, just feel free to message me. Because I've played the YouTube shenanigans. I know it's a grind. I hate editing. Oof.
I go from, like, one day I'll be really into it and I'll spend hours on it. Other times I'll be like, this just needs to go out, and that's fine. But what's up? Go for it. No, just go for it.
How do you find motivation to keep doing the uploads? Like, how do you find motivation? Because
no joke. No, I'm not kidding. Really, the DMs, the messages, the Xbox messages. I'll be playing Call of Duty with my girlfriend or something, or a friend, and I'll just I'll get a message from someone, and I open it up, and it's like, love your videos, and then I'm like, cool, and then I get another one that's like, fuck you, and I'm like, oh, okay, and then I get another one that's like, I'm depressed right now, I'm going through a rough time, my girlfriend broke up with me, but I've had fun watching your videos and joining your live streams, and I'm like, well, there you go, that's it, that's what you go for.
Yeah, I feel like the moment you stop getting those, like, screw you, I hate you,
but I kind of like those in a weird way, because it's like,
something wrong if you don't.
Well, right, well, it's kind of validating. It's like, I am out there, I'm not just loved, because that means no one's kissing my ass. People also really hate my guts and what I'm saying about things, and then it's like, so I have some sort of value, even if it's negative to some people. It's there. It's kind of a weird thing to say.
Yes.
But okay, so you know what? Two more topics. I'll do 2 more topics with you.
Oh goodness, I have to think of 2 more.
No, go for it.
Geez. Oh man, I wish I kept up with video games more than your videos. Okay, so oh geez, man, this is intense. I've got like
no pressure.
50 people. No, there's pressure for sure. There's pressure. I'm sure everyone's commenting like right now, like, wow, what an idiot talking to this guy. Like,
no, one of them said you had like a voice of a god. I agree. It's always weird when I talk to somebody on like Discord or Xbox or something, and I'm like, hi, I'm a YouTuber, and they're like, what's up? And I'm like, oh shit, you should be the YouTuber. That's like silky voice. So, no, they don't mind you. You guys don't mind if he takes a minute to think. That's fine.
That's sweet. Well, I'm taking over your channel then.
Go for it.
Cool with that.
Yeah, that's yours. I don't use it.
Okay, cool. I might not upload much. I'm kind of busy. So yeah, I guess that was it. I could ask you some technical questions, like what do you use to edit and stuff like that, but I'm not sure how many people would be interested other than me.
Oh no, like that's actually it's a weird answer. I use HitFilm Express. That's what it's called.
Okay.
It's great software.
I tried downloading it, and my computer detected a virus back in the day, and so I was like, "Oh."
I've heard it had some problems back in the day. It was kind of indie, but now it has over 1 million users. I highly recommend it. They just updated it and gave it a bunch of nice new quality of life features and stuff. So I really love it.
Man, that's awesome. Oh wow! Someone literally just said, "Wow, what an idiot talking to this guy." Thank you, Doom.
But this guy's like, what an intelligent individual talking to my favorite human being. So I don't know.
Oh, what a sweetie.
I'm gonna pretend that you're his favorite human being, and I'm the intelligent individual. I'm just gonna go with that.
Aw, yeah, that's very sweet of you. Well, I will think of more questions, but man, dude, it's been such an honor to like. It's so weird to have this. You never get this chance with anyone to watch their content and then to interact with them. So this has been mind blowing for me. Like I'm meeting a celebrity. It's crazy.
I'm glad you think of it that way. I
Well,
like
it is.
I like that. I wish more YouTubers. Well, the thing you got to do, and this is a tip for anybody starting YouTube, look at any of the. Okay, so you look at any of the YouTubers out there that you enjoy. You find the one thing you wish they did for you or to their subscribers, and then you do that. And the one thing I wish I could do with like my favorite YouTubers is to go, like join their Discords without having to sponsor them, because like some people, they have a Discord, but you can only join it if you support them on Patreon, and they don't do live streams like this. And I wish more of my favorite YouTubers did. YouTubers like Armored Skeptic or Jordan Peterson or Captain Disillusion or even Drifter at a certain point. I was kind of hoping that they would do stuff like this, but no one did. So I'm glad that I get some validation here by somebody saying they really like doing it, because it's like my whole goal was like maybe other people want that from their YouTubers as well. So thank you so much for hopping into this, and I hope you can join again and talk, because like it's not in the same podcast, but for future podcasts you can join back, and that's totally fine. You can be like a reoccurring guest. That's totally normal.
Cool. Do I get paid?
Yes, you get paid.
I'm looking to make my money back.
You're looking to make your money?
$10.
Yeah, okay.
I spent $5 on you.
It's like $1 a word.
No, my one suggestion, if you're looking for things that like other YouTubers don't do, you need to post more nudes. I mean, getting down to it, you really do.
You know what? If anybody wants Daddy Boom nudes, I will post those on Twitter tonight. Why not?
Please don't. That was so fast. Please don't. Okay, man, dude. Well, it's been great talking to you. I'm gonna get out of your hair.
All right.
I'll stay in the stream. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Awesome. I have no idea how to leave. Can you kick me?
Do you really want me to kick you?
I do. I've literally signed up for Discord to do this. That's why I was like, hold on. I was downloading it, and I've never used Discord. I don't know. Okay, well, here's the celebratory kicking of the live caller. Thanks for having. Thanks for having yourself on my live stream. I was glad to be here. And he was never heard from again. What a wholesome guy. What a good, wholesome dude. Not just because he gave me money, but honestly, what a sweet dude. Okay, posted on Pornhub? Maybe. No, we're not doing that. Okay, so now we're going to make a new invite for the channel, and we're going to get in the second guy that sponsored me tonight, and then we're going to go to Doomgiver, and then anybody else that wants in. Or that gets in first, I should say. Okay, click on this guy, message. There we go. Hello?
Am I good?
I think I'm hearing my stream in the background.
Is there 2 people in this chat?
No, it's just me.
Wait, I'm totally lost right now. Is there a delay on the stream?
Yeah.
Oh, alright, so it's like, is it like a few minutes of delay, or are we live, or?
Oh, we're live.
Oh.
It's like a.
Oh.
What I say here gets to everybody else in about 15 to 20 seconds.
Oh, alright, that's really awkward. I have to apologize real quick. I just ate some pasta, and I'm probably going to be burping a lot. It just does that to me. I apologize right away.
I ate some McDonald's and drank a shake before this live stream, dude. I've been holding back so many. Don't worry about it.
You need to stop eating McDonald's, man. You're going to die before BO5 comes out.
Well, here's the thing.
Alright.
It's tasty. Shut up. Okay, so I hear a little bit of my echo on your end. So are they coming through like speakers or something?
Let me turn down my volume.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yes.
A lot better?
Yeah, that's good.
Alright.
Perfect, man.
Sorry, it's a new headset. I'm not really used to it. So the campaign, I completely understand what they did with the campaign for Black Ops 4. But that kind of irritates me, especially when World War II didn't do co-op. Co-op's my favorite thing in Call of Duty. Now, if you really want to hear a really sad story, my grandfather was about 70 years old, and we used to play every Call of Duty campaign together. That's all I did. We grinded the whole thing out. He went to Nam, and he loved Nam. I have all his medals. after World War II came out, he passed the day of, and we never got to play. And the campaign wasn't even co-op. I was so pissed. Like, I didn't even play the game for a month straight.
Oh wow.
And that's like, they said it was gonna be co-op on their Twitter too. I tweeted one of the developers and like, it's most likely going to be co-op the year before. So that really irritates me. And you answered a question of mine earlier about where D-Day would be, and you just said Normandy. I mean, like the different landing point in Normandy.
Yeah.
Like Omaha and Utah, and I was like, Normandy. I was like, I'm about to leave the stream. I was a little off foot.
World War II? No. Well, for one, I don't remember all of the names of every spot off the top of my head.
Just say Juno. They'll never know.
Okay, Juno.
Juno, honestly, it's the best beach, of course.
I wish I remembered, man. I used to have a whole book about World War II, and I used to study it when I was kind of getting into, I guess, middle school grades. But I did forget a lot of that stuff, so I do feel a little bad. Oh, wait, we got a new sponsor.
Yeah, that happened a while ago.
Yeah, Waffles. What's up, man? Oh, thank you for the sponsor, Waffles. Waffles has been a subscriber for a long time. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot. Okay.
Tell me about your girlfriend. I'm really curious about this. I'm a 16-year-old, so I gotta be in everybody's life. It's my job.
Well, okay. Well, I can relate to that. So what do you want to know though? Like, that's a pretty wide spectrum.
You gotta tell us all the details so we can stalk her Facebook.
Oh, so like first, last, and like first, middle, and last name.
Where'd you meet her?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta rate her out of 10. Hope she doesn't watch your stream.
Well, I met her actually, surprisingly, I met her on Xbox through like multiple different people. Like,
that's awesome.
So, well, it's weird. I was in a Modern Warfare 3 match as it was ending. This dude was like, hey, like kid, and he's like, anyone want to play with me? Anyone want to play with me? And I invited him to a private match. And so we played, and I kicked his ass because I turned on headshots only and didn't tell him. So that's funny.
Oh,
and
that
so
happened to me in MW2. So sad.
And so he invites his friend, right? He invites his friend to kick my ass, but his friend doesn't kick my ass. His friend realizes what I'm doing and just busts up. Now, me and the friend that he invited are now great friends. He lives in Missouri. I live in Idaho. We're really far away. We've been great friends for years. His name's Dylan. He's been on my channel a couple of times.
You guys ever meet up?
No, we have never met up in terms. Me and my friend from Missouri, but he knew a guy who knew a guy who knew a guy, who then introduced someone to me who knew a girl named Alyssa, and I met her. Well, sorry, he said her name was Melissa. He didn't know her very well, and so I played games with this girl I thought whose name was Melissa.
Oh God!
And then found out her name was actually Alyssa, and that the guy was just kind of creepy and didn't know much about her and was just kind of after her. So we started out like pretending to be together because he was like a super like skittish like weird guy, and he was like,
oh,
he was just like, he's like, you guys aren't masturbating in here, are you? And I'm like, oh, we certainly are. We are certainly masturbating in here. And so
he was the no boundaries type of person.
No boundaries, right? So we started teasing him, and then we actually liked playing along with the idea until we kind of became like a long distance couple. And then this is really great. Her mom's her mom is a single mom, and her mom's ex-high school boyfriend lives in my state. They live in Texas. But her mom's ex-boyfriend lives in Idaho, where I live. And so that is just the craziest coincidence. So then her mom actually brought her over here, and we met. And then so she started, every year she spends like 8 months living in my house. And then she goes back to Texas for her family and stuff. So that's basically the deets of how we met. It's a very complicated, weird thing.
That's pretty nice, man.
Yeah, very lucky.
If you're from Idaho,
yeah,
right,
mm-hmm.
and your hair is blonde, is that actually potato skin? Because I mean, it's just an animation. That's all I can see, so I'm just a little confused.
Fuck you.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. No, I always have this comeback that we're actually, Florida makes more potatoes than we do. We just make the tastier ones, and we're actually more known for our gemstones in terms of production. So everyone take amazing. That shit. No.
Hey, I live in a desert and I play varsity. You tell me the odds of that. There's only like 11 rinks here.
Really?
Yeah, it's like I have to drive like 50 minutes just to go to a rink that's not even in the same town, and that's where all my friends live. So pretty much they're my chauffeurs. It's really bad. I have gas money. I have a job. It's all right.
Right. Okay. Well.
Am I allowed to sponsor on here?
You what?
Am I allowed to sponsor stuff on here?
I mean, sure, as long as it's not like too nasty. It can be a little nasty.
No, it's oh. Minecraft's too nasty. I can't do that.
Yeah, don't sponsor Minecraft, man.
That's how you make your money. That's how I donated to your stream. People donating to my Minecraft server.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I do. I think I make about 160 a month. It kind of died off this month because it's finals, but it'll pick up next month.
Wow, I didn't know people were still making money on Minecraft servers.
Dude, tons of them. You should see some of the big servers. They make bank.
Wow.
Well, I'm so off topic.
No, that's cool though. You can sponsor your Minecraft server on here. You gave me money.
Oh, all right. It's play.blitzandchips.net. You know, lots of references from TV shows. / Speed Force. You can run really fast. Or / Spidey. You turn into a cloud of dust and you die. And it says in chat, your username didn't feel so good. Lots of custom stuff. Lots of wasted time. But it's great fun.
Awesome. Well, if you want to put that in the chat, people want to join it. Because I'm sure there's at least one person in here that plays Minecraft. So
I'm not even near my laptop right now, but I'll do it anyways.
Okay.
Alright. You're going to have to kick me because I don't know how to leave.
Oh,
I was
gonna say
Discord. That's my profile picture.
Well, I was gonna say. I mean, if you wanted, you could talk about one more thing here, if you want to.
Oh, all right. You missed an amazing comment of mine earlier. I was a little bit upset. All right.
Okay, go ahead and read it.
I forgot what it was, but you were talking about how like females started going in like bigger females, and I was like, no one wants to be chasing the marshmallow man, and I was really upset you didn't read. I was a little triggered, but that's what I really want from Black Ops Battle Royale. Is it's going to be a lot of person, so I'm really curious on how they're going to implement the skins, because you're not going to want to buy a skin if all you see are arms.
Sure.
And how much are you going to use vehicles? I'm garbage at flying Battlefield anyways, so.
I don't know. Like that whole thing is going to be really complicated. But I'm sorry I missed your comment.
No, it's fine. The servers are probably garbage, just like World War II. I can't. Every 3 games I play on World War II is absolute trash, and my internet's amazing.
Yeah.
Sorry, boss is kicking in.
It's fine. No, I sometimes feel the same way about COD World War II's connection, but okay. Well, thank you so much for talking.
Wait, one last question.
Oh, sure, go for it.
No way, I just forgot it. Oh my god.
Okay. Oh my god. Well, that's a terrible time to do that.
Wait. Oh my, I feel so bad. I'm taking up your time.
No, you're fine.
Oh, the last guy's coming. He said he was nervous. I was like, oh shit, just waiting. It was like killing me. So I drank like 3. Oh wait, there's my question. What's your favorite soda? I drank like 5 Dr. Peppers before the stream.
My favorite sodas are really weird. There's these like kind of like local ones. Well, I think they're not local. They're Kroger, and they make this brand called the Physicist, and I really like Physicist. It's think of like Dr. Pepper, but not as strong. Yeah, it's kind of a weird one. If I had to go for a conventional soda though, I think I really like Dr. Pepper or Baja Blast. I think those are my two of my favorite sodas.
Baja Blast is my weakness. And fast food places.
Yep. Oh, favorite
Taco Bell is Taco Bell's godlike.
Taco Bell's great, but in my area, my Del Taco is really good. They always treat me good there, surprisingly.
I applied for a job at Taco Bell, and they're like, how did you hear about Taco Bell? I was like, it's fucking Taco Bell. Everybody knows what Taco Bell is.
How did you hear about Taco Bell?
They probably have one in Saudi Arabia for days, in the Triangle of Non-Progression Zone. I didn't even say the right word, but that works.
No, I get what you mean. Oh my god, yeah. Okay, well, thanks for coming on. Thanks for the sponsorship. I forgot to mention one thing, though. The one thing I did fucking forget to mention. You asked about my girlfriend. She also live streams. And I don't remember her fucking Twitch name. Fucking damn it.
Be careful. PewDiePie's on the Scout Twitch Thoughts.
Oh, going after Twitch Thoughts? She's guilty of that shit.
Yeah, PewDiePie's looking for it.
I don't even think she uses her webcam. She just plays Overwatch with her fucking friends. She could stand to be a little thoughtier if you ask me, though. I swear to God. All right. Well, thanks for coming on.
What's you want me to gaming community without thoughts?
Yeah, right. my name on here used to be the One Thought. I'm tempted to put it back. I kind of like it. Anyway, want me to kick you?
Absolutely, it's tradition.
It's now tradition. I have to kick people. I fucking love it. All right. See ya.
Lord Boom, good night.
That guy was a little less wholesome, but I still loved him. Still loved him. Okay, so, yes, my girlfriend also made my face logo thing. That's very true. Okay, well, now it's time to get Doom Giver in here, because he was the next one up. I'm burping. People join here, like, sorry if I burp, and I'm over here, like, basically puking in my mouth the entire time, because I ate a fucking quarter pounder. I heard there's a new quarter pounder, and it's actually not bad. Bing, bing, bong, bap. I know a lot about cars. All right. Skit. You in here? Less wholesome. Less wholesome, but I love you. You're good people. Okay, so let's see if we get Doom Giver in here. How do you spell physicist? I couldn't tell you. Just look up like Kroger. That burp was sexy as hell. You guys are fucking... Big Mac for the win? Big Macs are okay. I don't know if I like the shredded lettuce. Del Taco makes actually a really mean cheeseburger, though. I don't know why. Oh, you didn't get it? I thought I...
Oh, never mind.
You did
Oh,
it.
shit.
You did it right and proper. Hello.
Oh, hey. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm like super fucking nervous right now. Dude, I've been a fan for you for like a long time. This is fucking mind-blowing.
I have to know how long.
Ever since your Black Ops 3 videos.
What? Really?
Yep.
And we're just now I always hate that. I talked to someone in a Discord.
Well, I always watched you on Xbox. I never used PC, so I never commented.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Dude, I was the guy that sent you this one message one time saying how amazing your channel is because you don't actually just brainwash people and you actually bring up conversation.
Please tell me that please tell me I responded to it, because sometimes I don't get to.
Yeah, you responded it. You did.
Good, because sometimes I get a message as I'm turning off the Xbox or as I'm in the middle of something, and I don't respond immediately, and I forget. So, well, shit. Well,
yeah,
I've now had 3 people in here that are apparently big fans of mine. I didn't even know.
Well, I have like a lot to say, but since I'm on a time restraint, maybe who knows, after the podcast or something we could talk some more.
Okay. Well, it's not too strict of a time constraint, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I have a lot to say.
Oh, go. You know what? Pour out, and then you know, when you slow down, I'll go in. How about that?
No, not that fast. No.
Okay.
But first, we're just gonna talk about Battlefield 5 since we haven't talked about that in a while.
Okay.
So, like, what do you really think about it? Do you think it will be good, or what do you actually really think about it?
You want my like unhinged gut feeling?
Yeah, what do you actually think? Do you think it's going to, like, do you think you'll have fun with it, or do you think it'll just be mess?
I'm leaning, because of my experience with Battlefield 1, I'm leaning more towards feeling like it's going to be a mess. But, from what I've seen, from what we've seen and what I've heard from Westy's channel, I'm leaning more towards excitement. So
what I think about it is that I feel like it's going to be an improved version of Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, greatly improved, because I feel like, because what they did is that they used just Battlefield 1 and just improved on it rather than starting over.
Yeah, that's why I kind of feel like they're doing that. I've heard they're overhauling gunplay to be more like Battlefield 3 and 4, you know, wherever your sight is, your bullet's going to go and stuff like that. And that makes me excited. So, you know, my feeling is that it'll be a really... I don't want to say this and have it not be true, so I'll go on the optimistic route here, not even cautiously. I think it's going to be a really solid game. I think it's going to be a really solid game that I'm going to enjoy, but I don't think it's going to scratch that Battlefield 4 itch that I've had since that game came out. So I don't think
Yeah.
it's going to replace Battlefield 4 for me conceptually or in practice, but I do think I'm going to enjoy it, and it's going to be a solid game.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like a fun game, and it's gonna be like at least just fun, but it's not gonna be good as Battlefield 4.
No, Battlefield, I want something on the level of Battlefield 4 with the updated engines and graphics of today. I'd love that. That would make me way happier. But so yeah, that's my unfiltered opinion, is that I think it's going to be a good and solid game, and I hope I don't get proven wrong.
All right. Yeah, I don't think there's really much else to talk about because we haven't got a lot of information. But
Sure.
how about the trailer? What do you think about it? I think you already told what you saw your thoughts about it, but
Okay, so the trailer to me is really cool looking, but doesn't tell me anything that would make me want to buy the game.
I think it showed too little.
Right.
It showed way too little. Like also,
The whole reveal thing.
sad. I think it's also kind of sad that I only showed one location in the trailer.
Yeah, usually Battlefield trailers cover a wide area of maps and maybe even some different game modes and different soldiers and stuff. This was like a very, very tight, like this is like two friends playing multiplayer on Conquest and their little adventure together, and then it ends with her beating the dude over the head with that club, and that was it. And I was like, okay, but now what else? Like what?
Well, at least they didn't get those terrible Ubisoft voice actors to voice act it, like the guys what they're saying.
Oh God, I was actually really worried about that they would do that.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Call of Duty and Battlefield, despite all of their flaws, have the sense to not do the Ubisoft. Hey guys, hey, I just joined in. Do you want to grind? Yo, bro, I'd love to grind. Yo, bro, let's take on these enemies over here. Oh, that's a tango down. Nice shot, Zach. Well, thanks, Sarah. And then it's like, what? Was there like romantic tension in this trailer? What the fuck's going on? I hated.
We just want to see gameplay. We don't want to see your little adventures of people we don't care about.
Well, the Division and Anthem had like the cringy and Rainbow Six, the original Rainbow Six trailer. Where it's like, they have a sniper, tango down. I'm like, nobody says tango down. Nobody playing Call of Duty or any type of shooter says tango down.
They're like jumping on the train of the Battlefield fanboys saying, oh, it's realistic. We have to say tango down.
Yeah, it's great. It's great shit.
Okay, so now let's move on to competitor Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
Sure.
So when I saw the Black Ops 4 trailer, I was kind of excited to see boots on the ground Black Ops 3, because Black Ops 3 was a fun game.
Sure.
I was kind of excited, but then when I saw a lot of stuff just repeating, especially the special ability, whatever you call those guys.
Oh, the specialists. Yeah.
Yeah, specialists. When I saw that stuff repeating, I was just like, what?
Yeah, I felt that way a bit too. But at the same time, they have new specialists in there, and they do play differently.
Yeah.
If it was carbon copy, like Ruin gets gravity spikes, and Battery gets the 6-cylinder grenade launcher, I'd be a little bit more bummed out. The fact that the weapons they're different, they behave differently, they have different and new gadgets. Yeah, like Ruin has a grappling hook now. If they didn't do that stuff, I think I'd be far less interested in it. So I'm glad that that's there.
Now, the only downside I have, they're trying to make it more team-based game, but we all know every single person that plays Call of Duty does not care about team-based stuff.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, is I don't feel like Call of Duty players are beyond doing team-based stuff. I just feel like people don't play Call of Duty for team-based stuff.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
It's like they don't play Call of Duty for the Overwatch thing.
Yeah, that's why, if I want to go play Overwatch or Siege, I'll play Siege. I don't want the stuff from other games getting into my Call of Duty.
Yeah, but at the same time, if they have some areas of Overwatch, some areas of Rainbow Six, but it's like 1/10 Rainbow Six, 1/10 Overwatch, 1/10 maybe a little bit of some other games, and then 7/10 Call of Duty, then that's what I care about. I'll pay attention to the 7/10 COD,
Now I feel like it'll be more of I don't know, because on console, it's kind of weird, because most people got console, you don't really, unless there's forced game chat, you don't see a lot of people with mics and working together.
No, even on PC Battlefield, nobody gets on the goddamn mics.
Yeah.
It's a little frustrating to me. So yeah, I don't.
I feel like
the coordination will take a back seat.
I feel like there'll be a lot of players on console, but on PC, people more take it the way they're supposed to play it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's not going to be as much people getting on PC.
Sure.
But I feel like I'll get on PC and try it out and all that. But it's interesting. I gotta say, at least they're changing things up.
Oh yeah.
Oh now yeah. Let's go on to the battle royale mode. Oh boy.
Oh
boy.
See, that's another thing that's a little bit kind of like Battlefield 5 in the sense that we don't know a lot about it. We know it'll have vehicles and areas from other. The map will have areas from other COD maps or Black Ops maps. And we know that there's going to be vehicles and weapons from other games.
But I wonder how would that work?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. We haven't seen the implementation.
Yeah, like, along goes, I feel like it's rushed because they didn't even show gameplay at all. Or even at least Battlefield, when their trailer, they showed at least you shooting somebody.
Sure.
This, they just showed, like, people wrapping around, like, classic characters on. But I have, like, so many problems there. Like, first, the vehicles. Are there going to be more, like, artillery, attack helicopters on it? Because if there is, and if you can stay in there as long as possible, then people that doesn't have an anti-aircraft rocket is fucked.
Yeah, that is true. In a game where you only get one life, somebody rolling on you with an attack helicopter might be a little bit overkill.
Yeah. Like, and especially if they have no, I wouldn't mind transport vehicles.
Sure.
You can easily shoot those guys out of the sky and all that, but when there's someone constantly shooting you down, what are you supposed to do?
Well, that's the thing. It might play really well. They might have a balance. Maybe there aren't any like really attack vehicles in it, like tanks and helicopters. So maybe it will be more like, okay, you can use this to get from point A to point B faster, but you're more susceptible to damage. That would be interesting. My chair just fucking ruptured itself.
But along also is that, wait, did they say they're like adding every gun from every Call of Duty or something like that?
They said something like there'll be vehicles and weapons and characters from all throughout the Black Ops series. So I'm guessing there'll be like a FAMAS, a Commando,
okay,
an M8A7, something like that.
But it'll still be like a lot of guns though. That's a lot.
Hopefully guns that eventually make into the main multiplayer that I'm buying the game for.
Yeah, I want that to happen.
So
and along also is that, like, another thing about the maps. How are you going to implement maps? Is it going to be like there's many entrances and exits, or is it going to be just open?
That's what I'm actually excited to see. And also if you can private match on it, because I love private matching Call of Duty with my friends. If I can go onto a Battle Royale map with my friends privately,
oh man,
that'd be awesome, because I know like Raid and Turbine are on there. Like,
yeah.
And I'm like, that'd be really fun to like snipe at my friend on Turbine while I'm on Raid. That'd be pretty sweet. I'd like that.
Yeah, like, no, and the last problem is that they're most likely going to add like some sort of armor system or something to stop snipers from sniping people from miles away.
Sure. And I don't mind that. The time to kill needs to be longer, because the COD time to kill in an open area type shooter where you only have one life, that's rough.
And the last thing is, what are they going to do in between each level? Is it going to be empty? Is it going to have trees? Is it going to have at least some sort of cover?
Maybe some like unique map elements that might make it into maps later. Maybe some elements, I don't know, like it could just be some like default assets, like here's like a little brick building, here's a, maybe like one of the streets will be from like Yemen, that the Black Ops 2 map Yemen. It'll be like a little street that, from that map that kind of goes between. I don't know. But see, that's what I'm excited to see. I'm genuinely excited for that, because I'm thinking Call of Duty will get me into Battle Royale way easier than Fortnite and PUBG.
Yeah, now speaking about Fortnite, like you don't really like playing Fortnite as much, right?
No, I'm not too into it, no.
Yeah, like same thing as where, I don't know, it's just the gameplay and all that I just can't get into.
I don't like the gunplay. I feel like that's where it really comes down to, is
like
the gunplay.
Bullets are RNG. That's the thing I don't like.
Bullets are RNG. And one of the things I said to my friend is, if like the bullets feel random, and if they're not, it still feels like it. Like even if they're not, it still feels like I'm not in control of my guns, and that is annoying. That is definitely annoying.
Yeah, and along also is that it's just also the building. You just build the same thing over and over, trying to get closer to your guy by building more and more, and just like I think the game. I wonder how the game will play if there was no building.
Yeah, that would be interesting. It was like just wide open. Like here is basically like no terrain, not even a hill. Just a flat thing between the maps.
Yeah.
Somebody was saying it'd be cool to see a stream of my fighting my followers in Battle Royale. If I could do like a private match, like me and 150 subs in one game, it's like, holy shit.
Oh, I remember.
Would my internet be able to handle that if I'm hosting it? I doubt it.
I remember seeing this one streamer. I forgot what his name was. He got a bunch of his fans to Twitch to stream snipe him in PUBG.
Oh, really?
So he got 99 stream snipers against him, and he actually won.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah. And the funny thing is that he's so good at the game. He was using the crappy gun and got 33 kills out of it.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's the only bad thing about it. They might stream snipe you.
Oh yeah. That's definitely gonna happen. I'd have to put like a crazy delay on the stream, like 80 seconds, and so they'll only be able to see me where I was like a minute and a half ago.
Yeah. So now we still have a lot more to talk about, but since
one more topic, I'll give you one more.
One more topic. No.
It could be about
let's just talk about your channel right now.
Go for it.
Your channel is a good channel. I love it.
End discussion.
That's it. But no, because the reason I like your channel, because before there wasn't a lot of before I started your channel, there wasn't a lot of people actually questioning their viewers. Actually bringing up discussions, topics, whatever. They're just telling you the facts, and that's it, and you should believe it, even though they might be lies. And then when I got to your channel, you actually made sense. And it was kind of you should have gone more, and I'm happy that you're getting sponsors. I'm happy about all of that. And just keep on doing what you're doing. You're doing amazing, man.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad that you appreciate the fact that I question you guys, because I think an individual subscriber can kind of lose their value when watching a lot of YouTube. They kind of lose their value amongst like a lot of other opinions and viewers, and you kind of just feel like you're at the feet of the YouTuber. And doing these kind of podcasts and making videos that are about your guys' comments and not really about my opinion, I think really makes it more communal instead of
also the best thing about being at least kind of like a smaller-ish channel is that you can at least interact with the viewers.
Oh, that's what I love the most.
If you have millions and millions of viewers,
this is gonna get really hard when I get it, even just to like 30,000. This is gonna start getting hard, but I'm gonna keep doing it.
But it feels like special when you interact with viewers. You feel like they're liking your videos, and you get actual good feedback, or you get someone to say, "Go fucking kill yourself." Anything gonna fucking happen.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited. This is gonna be this kind of thing I'm doing now is gonna be harder as I go on, but it's not like I'm gonna stop doing it. I'll do more precautions. I might get more moderators. I might have, certain things in motion.
Also, one of my kind of almost favorite videos of yours was the one that you made about talking about your channel where you want to work hard for almost every video. Yeah. Because I've seen some of YouTubers that they work hard on one video and then the rest of their videos are just shit.
And I think that sometimes my videos, they get pushed out because it's like, okay, well, the commentary is okay. I don't need to put a ton of editing into this. But other times I feel like the topic might not hold itself on its own and the words might not, so I do more editing to it. It's always a mixed bag for me. Sometimes I'm tired. Sometimes I'm in a rush. And sometimes I just don't upload if I feel like, okay, I can't even put a small amount of work into this because I'm gonna fall asleep or something. So it's sometimes inconsistent on my channel, I feel like, but at the same time, it's not terrible.
You don't really need a rush, really. I don't care how much you upload or anything. At least if you're making good videos, if you're actually doing good things, it's really all good if people are liking your content.
Yeah, I think so too. And thank you for coming on and for the nice words and the topics for people to listen to.
Oh, and one last thing.
Sure.
Since I said I still have a lot more to talk about.
Right.
If you ever want to talk to me, I'm free anytime.
All right.
Probably somewhere after 12, because I usually stay up late playing Overwatch and shit.
Okay. Well, sounds good, man.
See you, dude.
See ya.
Oh, you want to kick me, or you want me to
Yeah, I'll kick you. It's becoming a thing I like. Okay, here you go. Mighty boom. There he goes. I feel like we barely knew him. On the wholesome scale, I feel like he was slightly above the last guy, but just below the first guy. But it was a good level of wholesomeness. No, I'm kidding, but you guys are all great. We will have... I think I have enough energy for one more guest. I'm pretty tired. Maybe 2. Maybe 2. So I'm going to post the link to the live caller channel in a couple seconds. So, I'll let the stream delay do its thing. And then, so you guys start staring at Discord right now. And I will let in 2 more people. Maybe I'll do 2 more people simultaneously. Yeah, we'll do 2 more people simultaneously. We'll do 3 users are now able to join this. So now 2 people can join this. Yes, first guy has a name. Well, Lego Stop Motion Incorporated and Gage Gibson, give it up for those guys. They were awesome. And then also Mr. Waffles for sponsoring. That was really awesome. Hey, Flintlock, how you doing, man? I see that you're saying sub boom. Sorry, I didn't read that. How you doing, Flintlock? Okay. Oh, can you waste my time? You know what? We'll do a little bit of a meme here. Can you guys vote in the chat if I should just give Waffles a conversation? Who am I kidding? Of course, he sponsored me tonight. And that deserves a bam. He can join live caller and talk to me for a bit, and then we'll have 2 more people on, and then we'll go to bed.
I don't know if my microphone's working. I have no clue.
Well, it sounds like I can hear you, so hello.
Hello. How's the quality?
Yeah, just fine. There's no echo. You're coming in clear. No background noise. Good job.
I didn't have any other microphone, so I was just like, screw it, and quickly hooked up my condenser mic that I use for music stuff, like the memes I sent you.
Oh yeah, I forgot to look at that. Thank you for reminding me. What do you want to talk about? It's up to you. You already know me pretty well.
Yes, I really have no questions. You talk about a lot of stuff in your YouTube videos, and I have no more to add to it.
Nothing. You have nothing to say.
I could pull something stupid and like do some crazy self-advertisement.
I don't think you should. Well, you sponsored me. I'll let the other guy do his Minecraft server. So you know what?
I sent a DM to Flex Seal asking for some flex tape. Right.
Mm-hmm.
They said 5,000 likes. All right. I'm gonna drop my Instagram link into the Discord, and if y'all could like that, I'm trying to get some flex tape. Hold on. I gotta share a link. Hold up, here we go.
Wait, are you serious?
I am dead serious, bro. They said 5,000 likes, and I get a roll of flex tape.
I want to be sponsored by Flex Tape.
I made a song about flex tape for a little swaggy project, right? See, that's okay. So the link I sent, that's the picture of the cover for it. I told them I made a song about them, and they said 5,000 likes, I get a roll of flex tape.
Well, okay. Well, you know what? If you want to share that link in the chat, go for it.
I did. I threw the Instagram link there, so just click on it and give it a like. I'm trying to get some flex tape.
Okay. Oh my god.
Hey, you should leave that. Were you ever gonna use the meme music in a video? Cause like, I was dying when you said like, "Oh, I own the rights to your music now." That was great.
Well, maybe you know what? I might. Maybe you'll hear it in an outro soon.
Because I've been waiting for it in every video. I told a few of my friends, and they subscribed just to wait for it.
So do you have any anything else, like gaming related or personal related you want to ask before I get my last 2 callers in for the night?
Maybe not personal, but gaming related. Black Ops 4 trailer.
Yeah.
grappling hook thing, because I saw that and all my friends were like freaking out about it.
Like angrily freaking out, or like
they thought it was like some weird form of advanced movement that might screw up the game.
Well, I honestly, what bummed me out about it is that you have to play as Ruin to have it, so you can't use it every match. Because I think it looks really fun to use.
They did that thing like Rainbow Six Siege did. You pick, one operator, and only one person in the game can get it. Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
What you think about that?
I'm not a huge fan of it, but I also am a huge fan of it.
Especially for Call of Duty.
Well, I
like the concept of games that have that, but in Call of Duty, it sounds really strange.
Well, okay, okay, so basically, like, when in Black Ops 3, you could have like the 6-man gravity spikes, or 6-man psychosis, or 6-man.
What's the name of the dude with the flamethrowers?
Oh God, Firebreak. Yeah, or his little thing where he concusses you, his little concussion thing.
Isn't that in Black Ops 4 again?
I don't think his concussion thing is, but his flamethrower definitely is.
I've back when I played Black Ops 3, before I sold it to get Ghost Recon, which I now know was a mistake. I sold Black Ops 3, all my original Modern Warfare 1 through 3 collection. I sold a lot of games for that game, and I was highly disappointed because of how short it was. I got that completed in like a week. Still went and hunted for, but still main story. I, got that done pretty quick.
Right. Well, I guess those are my opinions on on Black Ops 4.
Gotcha.
Let's see.
I know with the whole thing that we can only pick one, I guess it is fair, because I have, back when I played Black Ops 3 a lot, back before IW came out, the teams with just Firebreak or whatever, and that was awful.
Yeah, I feel like maybe that was a bit of an oversight on Treyarch's part, but I don't know. We'll see how the system works. I personally wish that they would have gone away from the specialist and rig idea. I would have preferred that.
I heard that they were trying to do like a competitive thing with that, and that's why they were doing it. They were trying to turn it into completely competitive or something.
Yeah, I don't know if that'll work great for the majority of the fan base or me. So,
well, because the majority of the fan bases, they go in lone wolf type stuff and try to get high kill games. That's why popular games are high kill games.
Sure, yeah, that's the thing, is like, I don't know if
posting about wins. I see people posting about 50 kill team deathmatch.
Right, exactly. So maybe they need to remember that, and maybe after the beta they will remember that, because we get to crucify it on the beta.
Yeah, good point. I hope they don't do what World War II did and get a whole bunch of feedback for the beta, change it in the beta, and then screw it all up again in the. Because like with the whole, they fixed the domination thing that everybody was asking for. They fixed some damage stuff, and then when none of it was anything like the second week beta.
Yeah, the second week beta. That whole situation in the launch of that game was pretty bad.
I don't think I've played it since DLC 2 day 1.
That sucks.
I played that at like 2 in the morning. When it came out, it was fun. I like the maps. Although I saw that new sniper and I was like, hey, that looks cool. Spend on it. Oh, like 50 something games. Yeah, no, not on this game. Nope.
It's hard to grind consecutive games in World War II for me as well. So I can relate to that quite well.
It was weird because 15 now, but like I've been playing Modern Warfare 2 since when Black Ops 1 come out, 2010. I've been roughly playing, I guess what you can call playing back then. I was like 6 or 7, but I was playing Modern Warfare 2 a lot when Black Ops 1 came out, and the only reason I was because my cousin was like 13 at the time, and he got those games, and I played them a lot, and those never bored me. But I got Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 3, Advanced Warfare, and then for some reason World War II bores me.
Yeah,
I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because of the lot of buttons to push and a lot of things to do in IW. I loved IW. I have like 2 weeks played in that game.
Yeah.
More than I should have.
Yeah, I have a lot of admiration for that game. So, anything else you want to say before I get to my last two callers? I did want to thank you very much for the sponsorship. I didn't want to forget that.
I've thought about it for a while. It's just I had never really actually done it before, and then everybody else was doing it, and then I was like, screw it, I was gonna do it someday anyway.
Well, I really appreciate it.
Watching since like late 2015. I mean, I think it was late 2015. It was like I found you a week after you uploaded like 10 things Battlefield players think that COD players do or something.
Oh yeah. That's an old one. That has like 400k views now, and I'm like, oh, that one's bad. It's so bad.
God, yeah.
It's such a shitty.
I mean, between being like 12 and 14, I know it's not that many years apart, but it's like a mental gap. It's a lot different.
Well, that's the thing. Is like 12 is not very far from 16 or 15, but the weight of those years is much heavier.
Yeah, I went back and watched like your top 3 most popular, the Battlefield one being number 2. Yeah, I remember seeing COD was meant to be played when that first came out.
Right. Ugh.
Right, that was so crazy seeing it get so many views. And I loved how you changed the title to like "Thanks for all the views" or something.
Yeah,
we did that about a year ago or something. I died.
Yeah, that's about all that video was good for, was getting me money. Because like honestly, like nobody liked it really. Not many people liked it, I should say.
So many hate comments. So many. It's so funny reading those.
Oh man. Okay, well.
So many people thought you were gonna talk about something totally different.
Yeah, I felt a little bad about that, but.
Classic, like Milk and Muffin and stuff like that.
Oh, Milk and Muffin. I need to do Milk and Muffin part 2.
And Dreidel. The Dreidel song. Please, this Christmas or whatever, Milk and Muffin part 2. I beg you.
What about my 4th of July special? Lemonade and hot dog.
What was the 4th of July?
And I'm just going to do one. It's going to be called Lemonade and hot dog. Yeah.
Just, meme music in the background. More self-advertisement. Okay, please don't. Please, you're gonna kick me anyway, so it doesn't matter when I'm kicked. All right, I don't want to hold up too much longer. I know 2 other people would love to be in here talking, so you can do the honorary kicking of the talker, and that would be cool.
All right, thanks for the sponsorship. What's your name on? Do you post to SoundCloud, or where do you post your music?
I'll send you a link because you could look up my name or whatever, and it'd be hard to find. But yeah, it's on SoundCloud. I'll send you like a personal link on Twitter or something.
Okay, well, I just want to be able to say your name and let's shout you out a little bit.
No, see, okay, so my name on SoundCloud, if you want to look it up, you can look it up like SoundCloud / and then resource_official, RESOURCE _ and then y'all know how to spell official, I would assume, so.
Yeah.
If you find it, it should be a picture of a white background and a black heart, and it should say, like from South Carolina or whatever.
Okay.
In the location area, and I think my description, I put this when I first started. It should say like I make sad boy music.
Okay.
I make recently it's been meme music. It's a lot more fun to make.
Sure.
So I only, instead of spending hours on each song, I only spend like 30 minutes, and it's fun.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Brett. I keep like holding up.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You go ahead and talk, man.
Yeah, but I'll send you a link for it on Twitter or whatever. I don't.
All right.
Too much. I'll be in the stream watching or whatever. Let these other 2 people get in.
All right. Last 2 people, first come, first serve. Thank you so much, Waffles, for the sponsorship and showing up. I'm gonna kick you into this server. Bam. Wow, he was great. He makes music, and I should have had him freestyle for us. Next time I'll have him freestyle for us. That'll be good. Okay, so look at the Discord thing right now, and we're gonna copy this. Nope, that's the wrong one. Copy, and then we're going to do this. Paste, wham bam. Anybody can join that as long as you haven't joined, and as long as you haven't joined previously.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh crap.
We're Gage.
Hey, buddy.
Weren't you in here earlier?
I don't remember. I don't think so, man.
You don't think so?
Hi, I'm Gage. Man, it's been a dream of mine to meet you.
Man, this is for people that haven't talked to me yet.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I'm here. To talk to you. No, I'll get out of your hair. Can you kick me?
Okay. You're sneaky. You're sneaky. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on
Dude,
you.
I was waiting for like 15 minutes just with Discord up, just staring.
Okay, well we're gonna let someone else get in. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Have a good night. Sleep well.
Thanks,
Love
man.
you.
He got back in. He snuck in. The dirty bastard. Okay. Okay, we got someone in here named Drew. There's resources or Waffles music right there. And then here's that's I just I'm all fucking disconfuddled now because of that. So I have to paste this. There we go. Join that to get the last two people. We already have someone named Drew in here. Hey Drew, how you doing? Do you have a mic? Gotta have a mic. Can Flex Seals fix my parents' divorce? Yes. Yeah.
Hey, it seems like no one wants to join. I'm saying good night. Love the stream. Thanks. And good night.
Good night, hockey. Fucking goddamn it. Discord will not turn on. Okay. Well, you might have to fix that on your end. I want to go in so bad. Some people want to. I know you guys want to get back in, but I have a rule. My one really strict rule is that you can't join twice in the same podcast because that's not super fair. You already got in first. J Dog Banana asked in the chat, "What do you think of the COD channels?" I think the primarily most of them bore the hell out of me. They're basically just news channels. Okay, we got two guys in here that have not been in here before. Okay, we got Tie-Dye 55 and Drew. Hopefully Drew's mic is working and Tie-Dye has one. I cannot hear you, Drew. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Now I can hear you. Hello. I heard your mic for a second there.
Yeah, I couldn't get the Discord to work. I don't know. How are you?
I'm good. Very good. I've got two sponsors
first...
tonight. Nice long stream, and you're the closing guest.
Yeah, the pressure is on. It's such an honor to meet you, sir.
You don't gotta call me sir, but I appreciate it though. Thank you. And so go ahead and ask and talk about anything you want.
My first my first video that I saw from you was for the title, but it was about how Battlefield sucked, why you disliked it.
Oh, Battlefield 1, yeah.
That's sorry. Sorry for saying this, but I hated you for a while.
Yeah, that video was pretty bad. I don't totally blame you.
I hated it. But then I asked you in one of your streams, it was really late at night, like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I was wondering, should I buy Battlefield 4? Because your real defense of why Battlefield 1 sucked was because Battlefield 4, obviously was better.
It set a standard for me, yeah.
Standard. And so you said, yeah, when it went on sale, it did, and I bought it. And I'll be honest with you, it really did change my view.
Oh, so you hadn't played Battlefield 4 before you saw that video?
I had not.
Well, you can kind of see where I'm coming from then, where it's like Battlefield 4 is kind of a bigger, juicier game, and then Battlefield 1 kind of feels a little bit smaller, maybe stunted, which is not my total perspective now, but that's kind of how I felt.
That really did open up my eyes. So now I do respect your views on that video, and I took off the dislike I put on it.
You and I, wow, I didn't. Most people don't like think like, oh, I need to get rid of that dislike. I stopped disliking the video. That's very conscientious of you. That's very nice.
I did want to ask you a question. What is your view on? I don't know how you SJW, whatever, you know. What's your view on that in Battlefield V? You know, a lot of people, I've seen a lot of videos recently that have said that are worried that this game will go down the same road like COD did, you know, with the whole, you know, black female, or, you know, just a bunch of, you know, females in general.
Sure. Well, I don't think Call of Duty went down a road. I think Call of Duty decided that if you want to play as someone that you more identify with, because that brings you closer to the game, that makes you want to buy our game, then we'll do that. So I don't think it went down some sort of. The thing about SJWs is that they kind of breed out of this radical leftist ideology, and I don't think that Call of Duty in any way endorses any sort of ideology like that. So I don't think Battlefield does either. I think what's going on is that more women are playing video games, and that they can market towards women by saying, "Hey, look, we're gonna take the 10% of let's just say let's make a false math problem here. Let's just say out of all the people in World War II, 10% of them were women. So that's a considerable amount, because there was a lot of people in World War II, but that's still very, you know, not as good as the 90. So we'll just say that there's 10% women. So if you go after that, what they're telling women when they want, you know, when they're trying to market, because it's all marketing, it's all just trying to get player numbers and money. What they're basically saying is, we're going to take this 10% and put a big magnifying glass over it, so that it even makes sense that, you know, women are in World War II or World War I or anything, even if it's over exaggerated, so that you feel like your identity is not just validated, but so that you have more agency over your character. You feel like you're a little bit more in control. And some people, that's a big deal for them, is identification.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No,
I'll be honest with you. Recently, I have battled myself. I'll be honest. It's a mixed bag. I don't know where to stand. And, you
That's
know,
good.
Back in 2016, you know, Rogue One came out. Star Wars Rogue One. And we're saying that, oh, you know, Baze and Chirrut and Ian and Jen, you know, they're all great because they're representing, you know, the different people.
Sure.
Representation in Star Wars. And I've always thought, like, I mean, does representation really matter when you have a good character, someone you can sympathize with, someone that, you know, does everything you do, you know, go to school, you know, eat, you know, go to the bathroom, whatever.
Well, I think there's two sides to that, if you wouldn't mind me, like, kind of getting in on that. It's weird. Like, okay, I will point out a technical thing here. Your mic lights up. Your mic lights up, but I can't hear you for the first bit that you're talking. So maybe can you bring the mic a little closer to your mouth if you can?
Is this better?
That is better. Thank you. Okay, so the thing is that I identified with Luke Skywalker as a kid because Luke Skywalker was a baby-faced, blue-eyed kid with messy blonde hair. That basically describes me. And so when I was a kid, I felt like I was Luke Skywalker. That identification mattered to me. Same with Peter Parker. It wasn't the blonde hair and the exact same facial features, but it was like, okay, so he's like this young, you know, kid, and, you know, we can't pretend that identification and representation doesn't matter, but we can't pretend that it's the only thing that matters. There's definitely a middle ground. I think it's cool that like girls that were the age that I was when I first watched Star Wars. Like when I first watched New Hope, I was, let's say, I think around 5 or 6. When I watched New Hope, if a girl like a 5 or 6-year-old girl watches Rogue One and sees Jyn Erso, you know, sacrifice herself to help the death, to help the rebellion and everything, and that sets her imagination off because she identifies more with Jyn Erso than she would Luke Skywalker, then to me that's a goddamn win. That's a super win for me. And I don't think that women equal feminism. I don't think that I don't think that representation equals radical left. I don't think that fully. I don't think there's too much of a correlation. Although the radical left does push that. The difference is that the radical left doesn't just go, "Oh, we need more women." It keeps moving the goalpost, and it'll go, "We need more women. We need more of this type of women. We need more of this color woman, this size of woman, this type of woman," and that's
right.
Sorry, I kind of digressed on your point.
Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, when you said girl identifying with Jyn, I found myself, when I went to go see the film, I found myself really, I don't know, feeling represented or something like that. Maybe not necessarily that, but I felt involved. I can't find the words. I can't muster them up, but really found myself liking the character Cassian. And it was because of his voice, and actually he was I guess descent, I believe he is. So I kind of identified with him a little more. I mean, there's a difference between representation and then character. Now, a lot of people have said that obviously in Rogue One there's not a lot of character development, and that's understandable. So me saying I connected with this character is just kind of an empty statement because there wasn't much of a character. But what I say is that I felt represented. I don't know, it's not like I'm saying I was oppressed before.
No,
I love watching Luke Skywalker, Mace Windu, Obi-Wan Kenobi, I just missed it. And I was like, that's pretty cool,
Sure. Well, about that, like a little thing about me is like Princess Leia for me was the first female character that as a kid I watched and didn't go, ew, a girl or cooties. I didn't have a crush on her because I wasn't really like that as a kid, I guess. Some people aren't. But I just thought she was cool
as a hero.
Yeah, I saw her as an important character, watching her strangle Jabba the Hutt and basically like aid her own escape, which is not usually what princesses do in stories like that. And she was cool to me, and seeing her in kind of like a general role was really cool to me. And so she was my first step into going like, wow, that's actually a cool girl. That's novel.
I totally get that. Yeah, especially that Jabba the Hutt. See, I know, especially feminists, bring up the whole, binky suit scene, Jabba the Hutt, and of course, Leia being dressed up in that, especially after her strong character, being represented as she was in the other 2 films before, but scene, and I'm like, well, she really had a comeback, I guess, when she strangled Jabba the Hutt. She still showed she had strength. She was still a leader and able to, fend for herself.
Yeah, she wasn't helpless.
She wasn't all of a sudden this helpless, symbol, if you will.
Sure.
That earned my respect, and I hate saying that, but you get what I'm saying, that I really respected that as a kid. I was like, that's a hero. That's not an object. That's not something, to awe at. It's a great character.
So how can we segue this and back to the original thing about the quote unquote SJW takeover on Battlefield 5?
I'm thinking with COD is that COD World War II is that when the whole controversial oh, there's black women and fighting on the German side and American side, obviously I did understand that, okay, I can understand the argument that that's not historically accurate. Sure. But in game, that was really a multiplayer. That wasn't in the single player. Mm-hmm. And single player is really an important thing. That's, a lot of gamers, you've probably heard it like on the Angry Joe show. I don't know, big YouTubers that are avid for single player,
Sure.
And so it was still historic. It was still historic in the single player. So there's no need to complain about the multiplayer. And I see the same thing happening with Battlefield V.
Sure.
People are now saying that stuff again about Battlefield. And I'm just thinking, well, that's first off, that's one woman that we see on the cover and in the actual revealed trailer. And I did find it a bit weird, but I kind of found the whole arm thing, whatever that was.
Yeah, I think that was the
weird.
I think that was the extra thing about it, was that it wasn't just a woman. It was a woman with like this like prosthetic arm, and I'm like, that I think is like you're doubling, and then like the blue face paint. It didn't exactly feel very. It didn't scream World War II. It didn't scream World War II, and that has to be respected that it didn't scream World War II. But that's one little trailer. The whole trailer isn't going to be a representation of how the game is actually played anyway. And I think the trailer was not bad because of her. I think it was bad because I don't think it properly represented their product. I don't think that's what the product's going to be like at all.
Exactly that. Yes. But yeah, it's really all I had to really say is that people are just jumping the gun on Battlefield. And I mean, I can respect some of it. But I can only take so much. It's like, just give the game a chance. I mean, honestly, for me, it's been so long since I've played a World War II game. I'm going to be straight up and honest about that.
Sure.
It's been a real while since me and my friends, had turned on the Xbox 360 and, played, some COD and, some Battlefield in those eras of war. And so, Battlefield, especially with the Frostbite engine, that's going to look gorgeous, and just I'm excited for it.
So am I. I'm with you. I'm really excited for the spectacle of the game and what it could potentially be, and hearing about like new movement mechanics and the fact that the gunplay is going to be more similar to Battlefield 4. I'm like, there we go. That makes me happy.
Now, before you kick me, I do want to say that COD Black Ops 4, I am actually for it. I didn't buy COD World War II, and I don't know why. I mean, I had this craving for World War II, like I had told you before.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't buy it. I mean, it even if it was an average game, it was still something for me to kind of scratch that itch.
Sure.
Like you say, and I just never did, and so now I'm all of a sudden, for some reason, in appetite for a new COD game, and is Call of Duty Black Ops 4. That's why I was actually really excited for it, and seeing all that it has to offer now, ever since its reveal, last week. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm actually somewhat excited for it. I mean,
it's a reasonable response.
It may look like of Black Ops 3, and the zombies might confusing for some people. I mean,
sure,
that was interesting. But I'll be honest with you, concept and well, I know I go on concept a lot. You know, like concept art.
Yeah.
And that's what really draws me in at first. Like,
right.
You know, what does it look like? You know, what's the feel of it, the theme, and then we get into the gameplay,
the aesthetic,
the gunplay. Right? Yeah, right. Yeah, and so this game really looks pretty good.
I think so too.
Yeah, the single player was or apparently is not going to be a single player, which I honestly. I don't play a lot of single player. Well, not in like multiplayer games like COD and Battlefield. I mean, I do play single player games. Just in with multiplayer, you know, and so this wasn't really a big step down for me. If anything, it's actually nice that they're doing something new. I mean, yeah, right. The Battle Royale thing is just weird, you know, weird for COD to take, especially with, you know, the trending Fortnite. But and they're going to give it a COD makeover. You know, it's not going to be just straight out of Fortnite. It's going to be COD.
Yeah, I mean, like Battle Royale is just a game mode. It's not a game. They're not copying a game. They're using a game mode.
That's right.
That's important to important to distinguish.
So I'm just, I don't know. There's a lot to look forward to. You know, this ending of this year. You know, you got Spider-Man from Sony, Red Dead Redemption, COD Black Ops 4, Battlefield V, and a bunch of other games. You know, like Insurgency. You know, I'm actually pretty excited for that.
I need to do a video about that. I mean, Sandstorm looks really good, and so does. I'm really excited for Kingdom Hearts 3 and Forza Horizon 4, and I think it's gonna be a good year for games, and people need to maybe be a little less cynical and be a little bit more open to the fact that there's at least going to be one thing for everybody this year.
But I do respect, you know, some people's distrust of, you know, these game companies, especially after, you know, coming off of Battlefront 2. You know, that, I'm going to tell you, that was a big letdown. I was mad. I was really
mad. I think I was mad for different reasons than most people, but I don't play the game. That tells you a lot. It took 1 week for me to stop playing the game because I just got tired of it. It was just boring for me. But
and even now, like, you know, people are hoping for, you know, like this big turnaround. It's not going to be huge, but, you know, they're hoping for DLCs and stuff, and it's like DICE has already and EA have just already moved on to other projects. This is just like a thing, you know, like a chore to them.
Right.
Bad, but you know what? At least they can learn from these mistakes, hopefully, you know. And I hope that's going to translate into Battlefield V. You know, obviously, no more premium. You know, no more loot boxes. I think.
Yeah, no loot boxes and premium. Right. That's great.
That's gonna be awesome.
That's got to be applauded. Cool. That's got to be applauded.
I clapped during the live stream.
I did too. I did too. I almost stood up. I was really happy.
That was an awesome moment. That was really great. So, yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on. Do you have any?
I'm sorry for taking up a lot of your
No,
time,
it's fine. It's the end of the stream anyway. So just no, you're not. You're not bad. Well, there's supposed to be 2 people here. No one else joins. So. And I don't want to start breaking my, sometimes you can join the podcast twice thing. I don't want to do that. So,
I didn't think I was going to get on either way, but thank you for letting me on to talk. Really, really like your channel. I am new. I'm very excited for the future of your channel. And seeing what else you haven't planned. Because you are probably one of the few smaller channels I follow because of not only your personality, but your opinions are really they're striking to me, and they really make me think. But I can't think for myself. But you give a very good perspective, point of view on games that I probably would have never thought of.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. That stuff makes my day. It really does.
Yeah. So I guess that's it. I don't have anything else to add. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here.
Well, thanks, man. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being at the end of the stream, and sharing some opinions. And that's cool that you didn't like me, but you took some of my advice, and that more people should be like that. You should be able to disagree with someone, but then still hear what they have to say, not just towards me, but towards anyone in your lives and ever foreseeable future. So you're a good example of that, Drew. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we'll talk to people on the next podcast. Thank you guys so much. And here's the kick, the celebratory kick. The celebratory, what would it be called? The monumental, the memorial, the traditional server kick. Thanks for coming on. Okay, everybody, we are going to bring this to an end. Thank you for all the sponsors, great conversations. Thanks for putting up with the brief technical issue. I'll have that fixed next time. And if you guys are watching in post, leave a comment if you got till this point. And I really doubt anybody did. But thank you guys so much. And I will see you when I see you guys. Goodbye. Monumental, it sure is. Donald Trump, see you later. Doom Giver, Cameron Jones, Mr. Waffles, J-Dog Banana already said goodnight. And to anybody else watching in post, thanks for listening. And I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.